All right, been a week since the podcast. I'm gonna have to solo it this week, but come in.
What's poppin'?
Chris, who let you here?
We're in the studio, baby.
And hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Lights, Camera, Comics. I'm your host, Joseph Gallion, and with me this week is your co-host, Mr. Christopher Grotti.
Yo, what's poppin', Joseph?
What's poppin', Chris?
We in the studio.
Okay, so we are currently in the sound studio at school. So things might be actually sounding kind of like not trash right now.
Or
so
extremely trash.
I mean, to be fair, we don't know what we're doing here.
I'm looking at Joseph. I'm looking this man right in the eyes.
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable. I can watch you vape from here.
Yeah, if you just hear the subtle sounds of me sucking on some vape.
I blew right into the microphone for
that's
that,
great.
and I have no shame.
That's
Guys, welcome to Lights, Camera, Comics, the show where we talk about all the latest news and geeky movies and TV. If you would like to follow the show, you can follow it at Heroic Power ENT on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can follow me at Captain JSSG on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I almost lost it because I'm not smart. And you can follow Chris at
Variety_Moolah on the Twitters.
On the Twits.
On the Twits. You twits.
Yeah, you twit. No, okay.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Moolah_Lindsay. And follow me around, stalk me, maybe leave me a gift.
Stalk him like I do.
Leave a dead rat like Jared Leto at my house.
Pull a Jared Leto. That's never something you want to ever hear ever in your life. Never do that.
Never pull a Jared Leto. Unless, you're on a movie.
Well, I mean,
if you're on a movie.
Unless you want to get cast in bad movies.
Who doesn't like to reenact The Godfather, but with a pig head?
Oh.
You remember the dead horse head?
Well, I didn't know he used a pig head.
He had dead pigs.
He did.
He messed with the pigs.
Why is Jared the way he is? Also, that movie's probably not, maybe not in continuity.
Oh, we'll get into that, baby.
Oh, we'll talk about the new continuity for the DCEU, because it's probably getting completely rebooted. So the way that we do this whole show, this whole series, is we split all the news into 4 different categories. The categories are Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and miscellaneous. Sorry, I got excited. Chris, since you are my co-host, I will let you decide what we start with this week.
Oh boy, we're out of practice.
I know, it's been 2 weeks.
Oh man. Miscellaneous?
Good call. Well, the only bit of miscellaneous news that we have right now is that Mortal Kombat, the new reboot of the video game movie from the 90s, has begun filming. So
they're filming it right now.
They're filming it right now. They just started.
Boy.
Oh yeah, and we got the whole cast and everything. So it's it's mostly unknowns, which is cool.
That's
like
great.
Smaller at least.
I feel like that's kind of what you need.
The guy playing Jax is the guy who played Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I know. I just
just
wanted to remind you.
Yeah, I know. I remember. How can I remember Jimmy?
Hey guys, thanks for coming.
Joe, stop. I knew you were going to do...
I'm sorry, it's just really funny hearing it in my own ears right now.
Stop.
We're recording on an H6, we're not recording on the... recording on a computer. So
yeah, we have like an actual piece of equipment that works.
We actually sort of professional, maybe.
Professionally unprofessional, as the Facebook banner says.
I need to change that and make it black instead of green, so it fits the rest of the aesthetic.
So, but yeah, I'm excited for that. I want to stay on track.
Too. I really hope that it is quality. I mean, it
probably
seems
will be.
to have. I mean, most video game movies, except for apparently Detective Pikachu, which I still haven't seen, is like apparently that's the only one that's slightly good.
Detective Pikachu is really good, and that just works because of it's little cartoon characters. Yeah, and they couldn't get too realistic with it. Like there's still like cartoony elements to it.
Oh no, you could have gotten realistic. Did you see the Sonic trailer?
Oh no. Meow.
Poor
James Marsden. Poor James Marsden. Poor Chris has to look at Joe.
I'm sorry to everyone who has to like listen to this and hear me like putting my lips right on the microphone.
This Joe. That is That was uncalled for.
Sorry.
There will
But
be
it's really
charges
funny.
pressed.
Yeah, I deserve that.
All right, but anyway.
Alright, so that's it for miscellaneous news.
Yeah,
Marvel, DC, or Star Wars, Christoph?
Marvel, DC, Star Wars. Dang, it's hard to tell because it's been like a week.
I know.
So I don't know
and it's
who has the
surprising.
most news.
We didn't do an episode last week because things were so crazy, but
Yeah.
like, there's really not all that much news.
Which is really strange.
Well, we're kind of in between big events right now, except for like, I mean, literally last night we got a whole bunch
You
of
know what we
some
did?
pretty big important.
You know what we didn't talk about?
What are we talking about?
We need to talk about Marvel news.
Right?
Because I don't know if you have this in your notes or not because of the Infinity Saga box set.
Yeah. Are you talking about the alternate ending for?
I'm talking
Iron
about
Man?
alternate Iron Man.
I've got it in here. So
Okay,
we'll go ahead,
baby,
we'll
let's
do-
talk about it.
let's
Marvel
say
news.
DC for last.
Yeah, let's say
Since
DC for last. We got quite a bit of DC
DC's got
news.
the most interesting news.
And they've got a
really
movie
this
coming out
week.
sooner.
Oh yeah,
so.
Joker's about to
Yeah.
drop. So anyway, we'll get to that. Let's start with Black Widow has officially finished its filming, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, they got that done quick.
Oh heck yeah! Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Marvel movie, so the turnaround rate is impeccable.
Yeah.
For those films,
It's
But,
like they never stopped filming at all. Scarlett Johansson just lives
they just
like on a camera.
scrape Black Widow off the pavement when she fled. They're like, let's keep going. And
They
then
just got
filmed it
through
Weekend
hosing
at
what's left of
Bernie's.
Black Widow off the floor and on freaking.
They film it like Weekend at Bernie's, where they're just propping up Scarlett Johansson. She died for real. She actually died.
Scarlett Johansson.
She gave everything to that
Jojo
role,
Rabbit. That's a
including
clone.
her-
That's CG.
They filmed that before Endgame. It's fine. I don't think they did actually. They probably didn't. I wonder how.
It was a clone.
It was a clone. So they got instead of Scarlett Johansson, it was like Scarlett Johansson.
Barlett Joe Danson.
Barlett Joe Danson.
Yeah. Billy Joe
Danson's
Danson.
sister. Oh, Billy Joe Danson.
Yeah,
they
there
got
you go.
Billie Eilish.
Anyway, but Black Widow finished filming.
Obviously this doesn't like account for probably reshoots that they're going to do because they
Yeah.
do reshoots for these movies all the time. They do
Yeah.
reshoots for almost every movie.
Yeah.
It happens all the time where they go back for like, I don't like this take, or I want to insert this part here.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, they
that
went
happens
back and
all the time.
reshot like the most important part of Endgame, which was the I Am Iron Man thing. That was
That is true.
that's something that they reshot
Well,
because
yeah,
they just didn't play out like they wanted.
I Am Iron Man was never even in the script. He
Exactly.
just snapped his fingers and that
Yeah.
was it.
But that was such a moving part. And speaking of Iron Man,
I wanted to slap my brother. I don't know if I've talked about this, but I wanted to hurt my brother in the theater. I took him to go see it for his birthday.
oh, word.
And right there at the end, when he's about to sacrifice himself, he goes, I am. And then my brother goes, Tony Stank! I was like he didn't say it like yell it in the theater, but he said it loud enough that probably like 5 rows of people could hear it because it was such a quiet moment in the theater. Because this character that we've been following for 10 years is about to freaking die. And he just yells, Tony Stank. I wanted to hurt him so bad. I punched him and my sister was there. She looked at him. And my sister's going to be an amazing mom one day because she's got the most stinkiest of eyes I've ever seen.
Stanky eye.
She's got the most mom look I've ever seen where she glared at him.
She just
like,
shot him the look.
If this was a video podcast.
Yeah, you could see Joe just gave me like
I gave him
disapproving mother.
the stanky eyes.
It's like the I'm mad with you and there
So
will be a
much stank.
conversation when we get to the car.
Dude, not even a conversation. We're going to have a meeting with Jesus in the bathroom.
There's going to be a
dog.
beating in the car.
There's going to be a death in the
I'm
car.
talking full on flip-flops and belts, baby.
Yeet.
But speaking of Iron Man,
Okay, real quick. I love this.
uh-huh.
This back and forth we have
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is great.
Can we do this in person all the time?
Yeah, this is
Chase,
great.
I'm sorry, you're off the podcast.
Oh, word.
It's an executive order.
Chase,
You've
just
been voted
Skype
out.
us.
You've
Just
been
Skype
voted
us.
out. The board has spoken.
Oh, word. Okay. But we're gonna do this again.
Right.
Back
yeah.
to Iron Man.
That was a good seg.
Way.
There it is.
There we go. No, I hate you so much.
I stole your joke.
That's not even my joke. That's from Fitz. That's Fitz,
What's
YouTuber.
Fitz? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's fine. They have a podcast.
I'm not a learned man. Anyway, so yeah, Iron Man and Black Widow apparently going to have a cameo because I mean, obviously Black Widow is kind of a prequel.
Black Widow's gonna have a cameo in Black Widow? You're kidding, dude.
Chris, you're also off the podcast.
Oh no, not again.
Solo Johto. Johto.
The Solo Joe show?
That's what I meant to say, but
There
Toe
you
came
go.
out. Solo Joe's Toe.
Iron Man's gonna be in Black Widow, and I have
Apparently,
feelings
he's gonna
about
have
this.
a cameo. I like it.
Okay,
I kind of feel like you're gonna say that you wish that Endgame was his last appearance in the
No.
movies. Period.
that's not what I was gonna say.
Okay, what are
I
you gonna
feel
say?
like it needed a little bit more time to breathe.
Well,
I mean, keep in mind the movie's not coming out until what,
it's going to
2020,
be over
2021?
a year since Endgame was released when it came out. It's not coming out till 2020
still-
May.
I still feel like there needs to be a little bit more space in
And
between.
I feel like you're not going to have much of them. And I like the idea that Iron Man's last appearance is going to be in Black Widow when Black Widow's first appearance was in Iron Man.
True,
I like that.
and also,
I like that.
considering what happened with Iron Man 2 and I want one. That was a
What he meant was a cameo. He wanted a cameo in her movie
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
going to come literally 10 years later.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
It's
Black
crazy to
Widow's
think
coming out 10
Iron
years
Man
after
had
Iron
the-
Man 2.
Iron Man had the ability to see into the future like Doctor Strange and just I want a cameo.
A cameo.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what he
yeah,
was.
no.
Yeah. Hey, but speaking of filming, the Eternals is starting to shoot.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie wearing a big old blonde wig.
Yeah, she's a pretty good blonde.
Yeah.
Well, it's Angelina freaking Jolie, so of
It's
course
Angelina
it's
Dodie.
Angelina Jolie. So no,
Ankle,
that's some
knee, the
Angelina
bow
no
teeth.
T right there.
Ankle, knees, and no teeth.
We're eventually gonna. I don't even know what we're gonna call this podcast because there's been
Ankle,
some...
knees, and no teeth.
ankle, knees, no teeth.
No, but I'm excited for Eternals.
Ankle, knees. What would that even look like? Uncomfortable. That's what it would look like.
That's what I am.
it'd be
I'm
bad.
crying. I actually have a tear forming.
This is. I really like doing this.
Ankle, knees, no teeth.
Ankle, knees,
But
and no teeth.
yeah, so she's blonde now.
teeth time.
She's no.
Well, I mean, she's playing a blonde character, so it's kind of cool that they changed. Well, I mean, they made Chris Evans a blonde whenever he's brunette in real life. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember-
Marvel's pretty dedicated for certain things like this.
They also made Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, where he tied his eyebrows.
That man had no eyebrows.
Kevin Feige talks about it. He's like, the one mistake I wish I could take back is making him dye his eyebrows because it doesn't look right.
Can we CG his eyebrows back?
If we can't CG a mustache away, no.
Marvel can CG people to look like 1,000 years
Well,
younger
to
than
be
they
fair,
are.
Yeah, whenever you look at Thanos, he's got freaking stubble. So, because Thanos shaves. It's the Avengers Infinity shave.
He snaps away half his beard.
Perfectly balanced, as all beards should be.
This episode is sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
I wish. Call me.
I have
Send an email to heroicpowerentertainment@gmail.com.
our
That's
managers
actually
will be
our
in our managers will be in contact.
Word. By managers, I mean
Joe will be in contact.
be in contact.
Anyway.
Okay, so yeah, Eternals is starting filming. But back to Iron Man. I think this is one of the coolest pieces of news the entire week. I'll be honest. Or entire 2 weeks. Dude, so we got a look at an alternate version of the original Iron Man end credit scene where you see Nick Fury for the first time, and it gives us our first hint as to what is going to come. Obviously, I'm glad that this wasn't included.
Yeah.
Because it would have changed Spider-Man completely.
It would have changed everything, really. It would have made Spider-Man a lot older.
Yeah, it would have probably
Like,
made
honestly.
Spider-Man the same age as
But
Tony
then again-
Stark. Well, then again, that maybe they
could've
were
said
talking
it-
about Tobey Maguire.
Well, no, I don't
You
think
could have done it, though.
They could have, but honestly,
Would've been easy.
Tobey Maguire was like, what, 30 when he was playing Iron Man? So,
Tobey Maguire played Iron Man?
shut up.
Make me. You
I
actually
can.
'cause
I
we're
could
in
now.
Oh, no, I'm scared. Chris.
Yeah.
Chris.
Come here.
Oh!
Now say you're sorry.
No.
Anyway,
I like how if this was a video podcast, you could just see us slapping ourselves and me screaming in a corner. Because that's all that was.
I meant
Yay
Tobey
for the
Maguire was
theater
like...
of the mind.
I thought Tobey Maguire was... He was like 30 when he played Spider-Man, right?
Well, he looked it.
I'm pretty sure he
especially when
was.
in high school.
Yeah,
not
Peter
look right.
Parker was the... No, he looked fine.
Oh yeah, he looked like
He looked like
teenager,
every
probably.
2000s teenager. Don't you sip your tea in front of me.
I do what I want.
Oh, word. There's tea drugs in the bottom of your tea.
Teacher. Oh.
Yeah, you got drugs in the bottom of your tea, bud.
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of. Oh, that's disappointing. It looks like the bag burst in the tea I
Yeah,
made.
that's we always call those drugs in the tea.
Why do you call them drugs?
That's just South.
South.
I don't know. That's what my dad always called it. He called them drugs. So whenever you had those little bits of the leaves left over
That's
from
an interesting man. I'd love to meet him one
he
day.
threw a wallet at me.
Yeah, after we abused you with wallet. Did we tell that story?
HPE show, baby. We'll do it next time.
We did it on HPE?
No, we'll do it
we're
next
going
time.
to? Okay.
Yeah, we'll cover the saga.
Hopefully we have Anthony on.
I hope so.
I think we're going to record that Thursday, and it'll probably go up on Thursday, too.
Hopefully.
I mean, literally, the only thing I have to do for HPE is, like, just fade in the music and then fade it out at the end. So it's
unless
so
we
easy
curse.
to upload. Unless you or Anthony drops some no-no words, you do a swore.
Did I tell you about George Carlin?
Don't you dare. I will kick you off this podcast soon as don't do a swore.
Anyway, the alternate ending to Iron
or
Man.
Or if Chase doesn't actually words.
The alternate ending to shut it down.
Yeah,
Why?
so the alternate ending. So obviously the original post-credit scenes for Iron Man was, Nick Fury walking out. You think you're the only superhero in the world. You just become a bigger part of it. You're vaping. I had to point it out. I told you I was going to point it out every time. But
as if gamma radiation, radioactive spiders, and mutants weren't the worst of it.
That's what the new version. The original one was just like, you've become a bigger part of a universe that you just don't know it yet.
You know what's great though?
What? You're the only superhero in the world?
No, that now if they do end up getting Spider-Man back, they already had the Hulk at the time, and they're going to have the mutants. They could release a cut of that movie with that ending.
Yeah, but it would make sense continuity.
No. Okay, Spider-Man Homecoming broke continuity anyway with the 8 years later thing.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
No, we're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen.
We don't talk about that. Please don't talk about that.
Stop looking at your audio levels.
I was looking at your audio levels. I say Spike!
Spike Lee?
Is
he directing?
No, I hope not.
Old Boy? Again?
Oh, God.
It's time.
It's not.
Anyway.
Weird to think about that Scarlet Witch played Thanos' daughter in that.
She was in some pretty bad movies.
So was he.
Yeah, they were all in some pretty bad.
But they're both
Josh
great
Brolin
actors.
was in Old Boy.
Yeah, he was Old Boy. The superhero Old Boy. That's not a good movie. The reboot, remake, whatever.
Spice.
But yeah, no, I think it is kind of cool that they had this alternate version. Do you think maybe that they would have used it if Fox and Sony played ball? Because the fact of the matter is that we could have had Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman in the Avengers. Wouldn't that have been something, dog? What the heck was that?
I don't know what that was.
That was weird.
I don't know. You guys just heard an alien crawl over the microphone, I guess.
Sorry, we went to Area 51.
Oh, I think you hit your cord. Yeah, that sounds... Maybe. Can you not do that now? Can we...
Maybe it was you hit your cord. How about that?
How about
that, Chris?
How about you find a nice high place and scream Shazam while you jump?
I would like to. You've seen Shazam, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That movie's freaking incredible. I love that movie so much.
And guess what? It also wasn't made by Marvel, which is what we're covering right now.
Right. I'm sorry. I really like Shazam, and I will take every opportunity to talk about it. I've watched it twice in the last 3 days.
Yeah.
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 And it's now my new computer background. Because
it replaced
Zachary
Eastwood.
Levi's one lovely son of a gun.
Zach Levi.
What a
He
legend.
makes decent jeans.
Shut up. Yes. Zachary Dickerson Levi.
Yeah.
Dickerson is a type of pants as well. I don't know if you know the Dickerson pants. Also, his other middle name is Carhartt. Okay, anyway. Let's tell you how many brands we can drop. But yeah, no, I think it's interesting to think that we could have had a Marvel universe where we had, like...
Sorry, headphones are annoying me. I'm not used to wearing headphones like this for the podcast.
Word.
Yeah.
I am very used.
Well, I have my little
to
earbuds.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, no, that would be a very different Marvel universe if Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 were continuity.
Yeah, because we'd have Venom.
And then it would also have the original X-Men as continuity. If we had Hugh Jackman.
Let's be honest, by the time Avengers came out, or by the time Iron Man came out, their continuity was butt.
Well, yeah, because that was a year or two after.
Remember when we
X-Men 3.
did Dark Phoenix and then we said we didn't do Dark Phoenix so we could do a Dark Phoenix movie later?
Hey, remember when they still didn't do Dark Phoenix?
I don't know what you're talking about. That word space.
Did you ever see that movie?
I did.
Why? Did you watch it through completely legal means?
Of course.
Completely.
Joseph,
Completely legal.
you wouldn't steal a television. You wouldn't steal a purse.
Piracy
is stealing.
I love that commercial. That was on every single DVD back in
And
2004. Oh, VHS. Oh, bringing me back. For a long time, I had an iPhone case that was the cassette tape from Guardians 1. It was also Mixed Volume 1.
I remember. I'm pretty sure you had that case.
I definitely didn't.
Are you sure? Because I remember seeing that case at least once.
Maybe
it was at your house.
I think maybe one of my other brothers are using it now.
Maybe.
But
I've seen it.
It was on a much smaller phone than this one.
I've seen it, though. I know I've seen it. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was someone else. Maybe it was someone else.
It was probably someone else. But anyway, I had that for a while because this was back in this was before 2016, and I met you in this year. This year, dude, I haven't even known you a year.
And like sands from the hourglass, so too are the days of our lives.
Huh. Anyway, that's how they should have ended the anyway. But like I had the cassette tape on it, and I was in choir for a long time in this Baptist church I used to go to, and one of the guys, because I was in the bass section because I have a very bassy voice, ladies. Don't shame me. Also, he's vaping again.
Shut up. Okay, can we keep going with the news, please? Once you're done with
Let me
this?
finish my story.
Go ahead.
Because then it's only Star Wars and DC, and Star Wars has one bit of news, so
that's
we're
true.
already over halfway done.
Okay, let's do it. Let's keep it going.
But yeah, one of the guys in there goes, "Do you even know what that is?" He didn't sound like that, but I'm doing that to make fun of him.
Do you even know what that is?
Do you even know what that is, son? Because I was like, Brother Bear, I was born in 98, and I keep saying Brother Bear because I'm hanging out with Anthony so much. Yeah. But, I was born in 1998. Yes, I know what a cassette tape was. That's what I remember growing up playing with a cassette tape recorder. Shut up. Not you. I love you.
What was there someone else there?
I would never tell you. Yes, I was telling the ghost of sound recordings past.
Oh.
Chase? Film students past. Oh. Yeah, Chase is dead. Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, the reason Chase hasn't been on a podcast in
his internet died.
Well, yeah, he moved to a different apartment, and his internet is trash. So he's trying to get that fixed out and straightened up, but, here we are.
No, I'm just picturing you in choir, and all I can picture is, the opening from Book of Mormon, even though you went to a Baptist church, and I don't know why.
I still haven't seen Book of Mormon, so...
Hello, my name is Elder Joe.
Elder Joe?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, basically.
Yeah.
We hardly ever wore the choir robes because they sucked. Wait, actually did... No, we wore those every morning. What am I talking about?
The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it's a great show. Yeah. One of the best TV episodes I've ever seen was the second episode of Twilight Zone. We spoof One for the Angels.
We spoof it in What If. You should watch the What If show.
You should watch the What If show.
Not on Disney Plus. Watch Hours.
And then watch the Disney Plus show. Yeah. Then we'll make a What If about What If. Hey, What Ifception.
It'll just be like
Star Wars.
We're gonna cover the What If about Peggy Carter. And it's gonna be like, what if Steve Rogers became Captain America?
That'd be incredible. What if that happened and they made a movie about it in 2011 and it became one of the reasons Captain America is my favorite superhero? That'd be crazy. Anyway,
what if?
I love that movie so freaking much.
In a time where comic book movies and shows are being let out like nobody's business.
We live in a time,
Okay, let's keep going.
You can tell it was while I was while my voice was dropping.
Yeah.
So you can tell I'm like,
and it's also the same chord. It doesn't even sound like a guitar. I don't even know what you were playing. It sounded like
I was playing a guitar.
It sounded like a didgeridoo or something.
I just put so many effects on it that it sounded
legit.
Stupid.
It sounded like some sort of instrument from the eastern side of the world.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of instrument that is. I said the didgeridoo a second ago, but that's more like...
Yeah, that's Australia.
Australia, that's it. Alright. Okay.
You know, if you throw a didgeridoo, it comes right back.
It changes keys.
Australian.
As you throw it. That's the. I like that we're having fun with like the fact that we can like mess around with the angles and stuff on this microphone. Just had flashbacks.
See, that's what happens when you're on the bottom side of the world, because you know Australia is upside down. So like.
Stranger Things?
Yes. Australia is the upside down.
I mean, to Britain, yeah.
Oh. True.
Yeah. Think about that. I'm sorry if we offended any of the Australian listeners.
Yeah, make sure your ground harnesses aren't rusty so you don't fall into the sun.
Yeah.
You're just like,
and watch out for those kangaroos that defy gravity.
Ah! I'm really having fun with this audio.
Can we go on
Alright,
to...
so Star Wars, basically the only thing for Star Wars news.
Yeah, Star Wars, yeah.
The only thing for Star Wars news is that a lot of the marketing for Rise of Skywalker is starting to ramp up. We finally got our first TV spot, which doesn't really give us any... Like, I don't think it gave us any new shots, except for maybe one of Kylo running through a forest.
Yeah,
I think that was the only one.
Yeah.
It looked reminiscent of the first Star Wars.
The first scene from the fight scene from Force Awakens.
Yeah, the ending fight where Kylo got his butt handed to him.
Yeah, where he got absolutely clapped.
Yeah, and then they're trying to say that there's a whole lot of tension between Kylo and Rey, even though she's kicked his butt twice.
Clapped.
That's the main thing I have to say about these movies. Is like, that's the main criticism I have, is that there's not a lot of tension between will Rey win. Also, Chris is hitting the vape again. Will Rey win? It's like, yeah, probably, because she's beat him twice.
Yeah.
In both movies.
Yeah.
It happened in both movies.
Yeah.
Yikes. Maybe if Kylo had kicked her butt in The Last Jedi, there'd be more tension about it, you know. But no, that didn't happen. He hit the vape again.
Yeah, I have a problem. The problem is you keep bringing up my problem.
Chris, this is a safe space. We can talk about it. Okay. I love you.
Burp.
This is a very professional podcast.
Professionally unprofessional.
Yeah. I like how I said burp when I said it. But anyway. Yeah, so Star Wars. So DC news is the big one. Here's the big shot. Big leagues. We're in the big leagues, kid. You know, you have very nice eyes.
Thank you, appreciate it. Can we talk about DC now? Depression Comics?
Oh.
Word.
I mean, basically, if we're going to talk about Joker.
Oh.
So, yeah, the Joker score is going down. I think it's on 74 now. Hold on.
Yeah, he can check that. And while he's checking that...
Hey, Siri.
Oh, dear God.
Hi. Oh, I think it's not going to give it...
Yeah, why don't I...
Well... What score does the movie Joker 2019 have on Rotten Tomatoes?
Joker has a 76% rating.
Oh, it went up a little bit.
It went up a little. To be fair, I may have lowballed it 2 points, but like
I'll say this:
it's gone down from 98.
Yeah, and there's a lot. For some reason, this movie's now being considered controversial.
Well, I kind of knew it was going to be controversial at the moment they announced that it was happening, because it's a movie about the Joker, and last time we had anything really to do with the Joker in movies, except for Suicide Squad,
we don't talk about the Dark Times.
We don't talk about that. Well, The Dark Knight Rises, and we'll go ahead and address it front on. There was a shooting involved.
Yeah, it was,
and the guy called himself the Joker.
Yeah, well, that's also, you know, that and there was I just read the article on BuzzFeed, which I mean, you know, BuzzFeed. But anyway, I read the article and they were talking about how it gives them a little bit of like hesitation because, you know, the shooting was like
it's a touchy subject.
It's been what, like 6 years? 2012 is when it was.
2012, so 7.
7 years?
Yeah.
So crazy. It's been quite a bit since then, but I mean, I understand the hesitation to have a movie like that come out. But the thing is that
it's not exactly an easy topic.
Yeah,
either.
It's not an easy topic because like we don't know what's in the movie. We'll say this right now. We have not seen the movie as of recording this. It has not even come out. This is being recorded on September 24th, right? We have a friend
who claims to have seen. It's currently it's the 24th. Hey, do you remember Saturday?
Yeah,
the 21st night of September.
I hate you. But the movie we have a friend who said that he's read the script, but there's some conflicting information on what he said.
Sure.
And I'm gonna be honest, I love him to death, but I feel like sometimes he BS is just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit.
A bull shark.
Yeah. Bull sharks, just a little bit, right under the water, coming for your legs. But The movie, people are having trouble with it because they feel like it's going to spark the incel community.
Which, to be fair, I like as a meme.
It's a meme, but also...
But I've also seen actually a little bit of it happening already, which is weird. Like, some of the comments on some of the trailers and on Twitter.
Yeah.
Is the only thing that I'm concerned about is just having to endure film Twitter after it comes out. Yeah. Because even if it sucks, they're going to say it's amazing because we're all too stupid to understand.
There was also, you know, and film Twitter is also a very strange thing. Like, when It Chapter 2 came out, there was this guy who... I guess he thought he was doing really good, and I feel like, what he was doing was worth it, but he put, like, a list of, like, trigger warnings or something like that for It Chapter 2, and he's, like, flashing images, jump scare, and I don't...
Shouldn't you know what you're getting into with It Chapter 2,
considering it's a rated R movie, and it's a horror movie, and, you know, the source material's been around since the 80s, or even before that, really.
Yeah, maybe. And if you just look into the story of it...
Literally, the beginning of the book is the beginning of the movie.
Yeet.
For Chapter 2.
So, a hate crime.
A hate crime. There, and that's
in the movie.
That's in
I know
the
they
movie.
took it out of the TV.
No,
movie.
This is in the movie. This is the beginning of the movie. Wow. And that's if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about.
For them to going for it.
And that's the thing is that it's hard to watch, but that's kind of the point. They're not going to pretty it up.
It's not supposed
just
to be.
Like,
it's not like that's a good thing, obviously.
Let me say
hate
this.
crimes are horrifying.
I understand it's a very hard subject for a lot of people
to
talk about, but that's the kind of thing, like, film Twitter will go off about anything.
Yeah.
And I understand that's just the way that we are right now, but when it comes to a movie,
everyone is very sensitive right now, which is, you know, a good thing and a bad thing, I would say. But
it's good to have compassion. It's bad to have weakness when it comes to something like that.
At the same time, you cannot just say that you can't do this, you can't do that, just because some people might be uncomfortable.
We're never going to get anywhere if you don't challenge stuff.
And that's the thing about film is it's you can do whatever you want with it. Yeah. You can have fun movies like Ant-Man, but you can also have challenging and retrospective films that ask questions about people, like Taxi Driver, which seems to be
Taxi
what
Driver
is heavily inspired by.
Taxi Driver. That's another thing that people, when Taxi Driver came out, it was the same kind of stuff. You know, Taxi Driver.
It's a hard movie to watch.
Is it okay for me to say a little bit about Taxi Driver?
Dance around it.
I'll dance around. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but I'll say it's about.
There's a lot of violence.
There is a lot of violence. It is
there's attempted political assassinations.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mental illness
about
stuff.
Imagine a fight club wherein it's a bunch of people who feel like they've been kind of cast aside and in a kind of dead-end rut in a way, and they use the only outlet they have, which is violence. Yeah. And that's kind of the same thing with Taxi Driver, except it's a little bit more cerebral, and your main character is the person who is not a good person.
Yeah, which is interesting to say because it's like it's not an outside perspective.
It's an inside
perspective.
It's
an inside, you never hear anyone like say, "Oh, you have mental illness. You should see someone." No, this is someone who is just on his own, down on his luck, gets connected and obsessed and stuff like that, and it kind of shows the mental state of someone who is kind of cast away.
For a culture that we want to understand so much more about mental illness,
we can't understand it unless we get our hands
We
dirty.
want to understand so much about mental illness, but we hate to watch a movie that puts you in the seat of someone who has it.
And obviously, Joker might not do that.
It might just be a bad movie. We don't know. We never know.
And obviously, and also real quick, if you are mad that someone says that, oh, Joker might be bad because it has cool camera angles and they filmed it on film. Did they film it on film or was it digital?
Maybe they filmed it. I haven't heard anything about it being filmed on film, but then again, I haven't followed it too closely. I've just been excited for it because I like the character.
Interesting.
It just looks interesting, and I love Joaquin Phoenix.
Look, any movie can be bad. Quentin Tarantino can make a bad movie. Just because he's made amazing movies and just because it's cinematically
Go back and watch
awesome.
Reservoir Dogs, okay?
No,
that's not a bad movie, but compared to the stuff that he's put out, you can tell that that's like his first.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing is that people, there can be bad movies from good directors. There can be good movies from bad directors. All I'm going to say is that when it comes to something that hasn't come out yet, it's very hard to form an opinion on it.
Ang Lee made the Hulk movie.
Ang Lee did make the Hulk movie.
He also made like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah,
so.
he makes really good movies.
It usually makes solid
John Woo makes some pretty solid like
action films.
films, and then
Even
Face
though
Off was
they're
bad.
ridiculous. A lot of John Woo movies aren't very good.
Yeah, but I mean, he
Mission
still he
Impossible
can.
2.
Okay, but you get what I'm saying.
Desert Eagles.
White doves,
White doves.
all doves,
So dramatic.
All of it's doves.
Blowing up cars.
He loves doves. I don't know what his deal is with doves. He's got a dove
He
deal.
really likes the Dove chocolate and Dove soap. He washes himself with chocolate. He needs soap. Anyway. Washing with chocolate, is that
Chocolate rain.
dum 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 dum.
And some stay dry, and so others feel the pain.
Let me move away from the mic so I can breathe.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that
Anyway,
picked up at all, but
maybe, I don't know. But anyway, Joker, I don't think it's gonna spark the community. Look,
I've
watched a bunch of stuff about incels because I'm fascinated by a culture of that's like we don't like ladies.
Do we have to
but
explain what
and
very lonely people that
yeah, and not all of them are very
typically
violent.
blame other people for their own
I'll
shortcomings.
I'll recommend. I know that you're not the biggest fan of Vice, but I'm gonna recommend the documentary that they did on incels because they actually sat down with one, and he talked about like the community that he's a part of, and
it's an interesting.
It's a very interesting thing. It's very
sad.
It's very sad, but it's also like it's very easy to get caught up in like looking at it because you're seeing it from the outside perspective. It's hard to believe people feel like
culture.
This. Yeah,
you know, which is dangerous to have at all. Like, because even if you're a victim of whatever, it's like, I guess, you know, to me, okay, so this is my personal thing.
Yeah.
And you can tell me if you agree or not. But I think, like, even if you're victims of horrible things, it's up to you if you're going to live like you're a victim your whole life.
Yeah.
Or a victor. I know that sounds like a cheesy whatever that you would hear in like a motivational speech, but I think really you make yourself what you make of yourself. Yeah. You know, you decide who you're going to be.
When it comes to something like what we're talking about with Joker, where they're worried it's going to spark people who have, in most cases, severe mental illness that they don't. They end up in the feedback loop. Like there's forums dedicated to incels. Like they got kicked off of Reddit. Yeah, that's how bad it is. Bad. And then their website got shut down, so then they had to move to different ones. Like it's very bad, and it's not. I can't imagine people really thinking this movie is going to inspire them, because it's not about that. They're trying to say it's about like, oh, it's a movie about a villain, so that means people are going to be encouraged to be bad. Suicide Squad was about villains. Does anyone feel encouraged by Suicide Squad?
Hey, don't forget, we're the bad guys.
Maybe that's not the best. Maybe that's not the best example for what we're saying, but
it's really not.
It's not. But I'm just trying to.
That's just a bad movie.
Yeah, I'm just trying to explain that
the situation.
Psycho. American Psycho. Yeah. So people watch American Psycho. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Squeaky chair.
Yeah, squeaky chair. But I mean, the only thing I got from American Psycho is my utter hatred of Jared Leto.
Well, he gets straight up murdered, so...
He gets clapped with an axe. Listen to Huey Lewis.
Absolutely chapped.
It's hip to be square. What's our next news, Joe?
he got chopped into cubes. Anyway, yikes. So, hey, let's talk about... Speaking of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So we got our official cast for James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
It is a hefty cast.
Yes, it is. It's an incredible cast.
Very hefty cast.
We'll talk about continuity in a minute because, like, I'm really questioning the continuity of the DC universe.
I'm thinking... What I'm thinking is that this is going to be... It might be best for DC to go back to what they did before, where nothing was really continuity based. It was more solo films, but you can have small little tie-ins.
I think obviously Joker's going to be out of continuity.
Elseworld, I hope they announce an Elseworld.
And I'll explain it more. I think Wonder Woman, Shazam, Aquaman are in continuity. Mm-hmm. Justice League, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and the original Suicide Squad aren't. And I know if you make Aquaman continuity and the first Wonder Woman continuity, then it really screws with it.
Have we had any news about 1984?
Not in a while, but it doesn't come out until 2021.
Yeah, but like we got a poster for it. We got like all this different stuff.
It's supposed to come out this. No. It comes out in 2020.
Yeah, but like we haven't heard.
We've got a poster for it, but that's about it, and that's the last thing we've got.
That's the thing is that I think DC they could do a soft reboot, recast some people.
Well, and you know how they said that 84 was going to be a retelling of the story?
Yeah. So maybe it's a reboot. Maybe it's a
Maybe
soft
it's
reboot.
an actual reboot.
Maybe we're actually getting an actual reboot. I mean, I'm fine with that because
What if they actually do a reboot? Because
They
you could basically say Aquaman is outside of continuity. They reference Justice League, but at the same time, the continuity doesn't line up in
it's the
Justice
same way
League.
that like Hulk 2008 is kind of continuity, but
No, it's definitely continuity.
it's continuity. But like, have you ever heard anything else about the Abomination?
Yes.
When?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's different, Joe.
Well, I mean, they brought back General Ross, same actor.
I mean, they did
and
bring back
everything,
General Ross,
and they
but-
talk about Harlem and New York.
I know that they talk about it, but like,
Yep.
no one
Mm-hmm.
when you're
It's
giving.
the last time I heard anything about it. I just told you, nerd.
Okay, Joe.
Got 'em.
Okay, Joe. I get
Got
it.
'em.
I get it.
I love
I
you.
understand. I hate you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I hate me too. Okay, but look, I think obviously Shazam.
Yep.
Because you can make Shazam continuity because while it does have some of the designs of the original whatever, like you've got Superman's old costume
With his red undies.
I wish he had undies. Whenever they bring back Superman, which they will, and it won't be Henry
Red
Cavill,
undies. Red undies.
give me my underwear back.
I want the red undies.
Take that out of
And
context.
at least give him the new 52
give me,
suit.
give me my underwear.
I'd take the new 52 suit without the red undie. I
I
mean,
want the Rebirth suit because it has underwear. Wait, does it have underwear?
Rebirth? Maybe?
I don't think it does.
Maybe? Possibly?
Give me my underwear back.
I like the new 52 suit.
I like underwear.
Without, well, I'm glad because
Yeah.
Batman still wears his.
No, he doesn't.
Well, he should.
Robert Pattinson needs to wear underwear. Well, we haven't had Batman wearing underwear in a movie yet.
Yeah, we did.
No. When?
Batman 66.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, think about that.
Okay, I was thinking
Think
about mainstream big blockbuster movies.
I mean,
we haven't had that.
you trying to say that Joel Schumacher told
He didn't have underwear on in it.
he told him he couldn't wear underwear.
Okay, well, you know what I meant, but probably.
And
If that sounds like a Joel Schumacher thing to say. Like, they told Princess Leia that in space they don't wear underwear, so she didn't wear underwear.
yeah, that's funny.
That's really weird.
That's messed
I
up.
wonder if Luke and Han had underwear on.
I hope not.
Just getting chafed as mess.
I hope not.
So anyway, okay.
Wookiee talcum powder, baby.
Let's talk a little bit about the Suicide Squad
Yeah.
cast, and then we'll get back into continuity.
Yeah, let's read
as
off
we
the
move
let's read off some names
on.
here.
So Viola Davis is back as Amanda Waller.
She's great. I loved her
Awesome. Idris Elba,
as
who's not playing Deadshot. They confirmed that he's playing a new character.
King Shark.
Maybe.
John Cena as King
Margot
Shark.
Robbie back as Harley Quinn.
Of course. Money.
Michael Rooker as Superman. I'm Mary Poppins. Anyway, all I'm saying,
I'm just
James
admitting.
Gunn, do it, make it happen.
He
It's
sent you
2019,
like a
we're
little.
ready.
He sent you that little emoji.
He was
It's
like, for real, and I'm like, yes, it's 2019, we're ready.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker for Superman.
Like, I just say I'm proud of James Gunn for responding to you because I haven't heard back from you, Don Cheadle. I miss you.
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
I'm Mary Poppins.
Don Cheadle. Cool, that's important.
Donald Cheeto.
John Beadle.
Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Tom Holland as Don Cheadle as Spider-Man. As Captain Planet.
Can you just edit in Inception? Bwah.
We're going deeper. Okay, so also, I don't know who Daniela McClare is.
We have technology. I'll Google.
Peter
one.
Capaldi,
That's
the last Doctor Who before it became a woman.
okay. That's fine.
Good actor.
I'm
can
fan.
see that. That's
I
fun.
remember seeing that casting.
Jennifer Holland. Don't know who
What
that
was her
is.
name again?
Daniela. DANIELA.
I got it.
And then MELCHIOR.
EML.
It's like McQuire.
EML.
MEL.
MEL.
CHIOR. Choir, but the O and I are switched. I don't know who.
Okay.
Julio
I'm
Ru-
looking it up.
I don't know who Julio
Daniela
Ru is.
McQuire. Oh, I've seen this. I've seen her.
Or Jennifer
What
Holland.
movies has she been in? Hold on. We're going to. Oh, this is her first movie.
What?
Well, that's the only thing that pops up in her movies.
That's cool.
When I go into Google, I typed in her name.
Well,
I
this
hit
is a
movies.
huge cast as well.
Suicide
This is
Squad
what she's from.
2021. Let me check her IMDb and see if she has anything, and we'll see.
Well, Taika Waititi. That's a big one.
Oh, okay. So she
Oh,
does
okay.
have some movies here.
Anything interesting other than the Suicide Squad?
No, it looks like
Mostly like probably independent TV.
I feel like it's all like strange, like I think Spanish sounding. Oreo Verde?
Who's
Something
Jennifer
like that.
Holland?
Valor de Vida.
My guy! Okay, she's a mostly unknown. Who's Jennifer Holland? But she's listed towards, like, the same size as, like, Margot Robbie and Michael Rooker, which is interesting.
Maybe it's just a culture thing. We just don't know who she is. You never know.
Probably.
Oh, Jennifer Holland was in Brightburn, I think. I'm pretty sure.
She was?
She was the mom in Brightburn, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, sick. Okay, that's
She
probably
was also in
goes.
American Pie, which is a banging movie.
Who's Julio Ruiz? Julio.
I can spell it.
Ruiz. I just thought I would help. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
I found it. Go ahead and keep reading.
Anyway, Taika Waititi, we obviously know who Taika is, who is incredible. Can't wait to see him as Hitler. It's going to be great. YouTube, please don't demonetize me just because I said the word Hitler. That kind of seems like a YouTube thing to do. But, you know, Taika Waititi is incredible. I wonder who he's going to play. I hope he plays, like, a huge role. Taika Waititi as Superboy. Give it to me.
Yeah, I don't see much. I don't see anything.
Okay, I think a lot of the people that we don't know are probably more lesser known actors.
It's more of a yeah, probably.
Which we'll stop looking them up.
Okay, let's stop looking them up because there's no hope.
So Alice Braga, don't know who that one is.
Alice Baraka.
Steve Age. Tennessee.
Let me see the list, Joe. Jeez. Tanashi Kajis, maybe.
Hopefully.
It's Tanashi.
Tadashi 6'9".
Snitch.
Get a stitch.
Daniela McClare.
Are you
McQuire?
Are you reading him now?
Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's right. You've already made it.
We're going up.
Oh, we're going up. Oh, Steve Age.
Yeah, I already said that, but you weren't paying attention to me.
Wait,
it's fine. It's
whatever. Hold on, you read this. Fine then. Yeah. I was just trying to help you.
Okay. Pete Davidson.
Oh, I know him.
He's funny.
He was on SNL. He dated Ariana Grande.
Yikes.
He did.
I know.
I remember.
Didn't end well.
There was a song.
Yikes. Yeah, and then friggin' Dan Crenshaw played it off of his phone on SNL. That was really funny. It's kind of weird how good timing that Dan Crenshaw did have during that. It's like, oh, that guy could actually be really funny. Yeah. Anyway, Storm Reed, don't know who that is. Mm-hmm. Juan Diego Botto. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay. He's hitting the vape.
Shut up.
Sean Gunn. We definitely know who Sean is. My boy.
Wasn't he the man who got pet by Dave Bautista?
He did get pet by Dave Bautista. He got pet. I have to really emphasize that P. He got pet.
You're emphasizing that P with no pop filter.
Yeah, exactly. So you can hear the pet and the pet.
Stop. Sean Gunn, Rocket Raccoon.
I'm so sorry, Christopher.
Okay, stop. He was also a Ravager in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he played Cracklin.
Yeah.
And he has the arrow now. Did you see that in game? Yeah.
Yep.
He has the arrow.
Yep.
Which is great.
Yep.
May you rest in peace, Michael Rooker. Not the Yondu, actually Michael Rooker.
Oh.
He's a clone as well. Surprise. Nathan Fillion. Yes.
My cowboy.
Yes.
My cowboy.
Mal Reynolds. He's back.
Mm.
My Papa Bear.
Robot Man?
I love Nath.
Is it Robot Man?
What?
From Robot Man from Nathan Fillion's character in
Are you about to say Doom Patrol?
Yeah.
He's not in Doom Patrol.
Nathan Fillion's in Doom Patrol. Who is that?
Are you for real?
Nathan Fillion? From
Fillion.
From the Mummy?
That's not Nathan Fillion.
Wait, who is that?
My guy, are you real?
Who is? Hold on, am I getting people mixed up again?
I'm gonna wait till you realize how dumb you are.
I've got to look this up.
You don't have to look it up. I know the answer, but I want you to sit in your awkwardness for a while.
I gotta look.
That's embarrassing.
Nathan Fillion voiced. Oh,
Brendan
that's
Fraser, you idiot.
Brendan Fraser. He looks like Brendan Fraser, kinda. There's a little bit there. Nathan Fillion voiced Green Lantern. I know who he is now.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion's the guy from Firefly. Mal Reynolds.
Nathan Fillion. I always thought that was.
He's in Castle.
I always thought that was Brendan Fraser. I'm not gonna lie.
Nope.
Well.
Nope.
This is another.
Nope.
Chris doesn't know actors segment.
Nathan Fillion for King Shark. Nope.
Yeah, this guy looks a
Joel
lot.
Kinnaman's back.
Joel Kinnaman?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean you mean it's Scott Eastwood?
If you don't get that joke, go back and listen to our Suicide Squad commentary.
I thought Joel
track.
Kinnaman was.
You thought Scott Eastwood was Rick Flag the whole time.
Yes, I've never seen a picture of Scott Eastwood.
Which is so. He doesn't even look like
I don't.
Rick Flag.
That guy kind of has a little bit of Easty.
No.
He has a little
His
Easty.
son has more Eastwood.
His eyes had the Easty.
So
He got the Easty eye.
Scott Eastwood got freaking blown up at the end of that movie.
Yeah, a lot
Remember
of
when
people did.
said they wanted him to be Nightwing anyway. I'm, gosh, dude, some of these are so hard to pronounce.
Let me see.
Mailing it's just NG as the last name. I'm serious. It's Mailing I don't know how to.
Nig? Maybe.
I
I don't know, for the sake of not getting demonetized and not accidentally making
accidentally saying a horrifying word.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
So, yeah. Would you like me to read
Fluleborg?
That's how they beat them in Next Generation. They fooled the Borg.
Jai Courtney.
Oh.
Captain Boomerang.
Oh yeah.
He's big. He's one of my favorites from the last one.
Okay,
I'm just doing Taika Waititi
stop
at this point.
Why you just always do
just
Taika?
playing Hitler.
Why are you playing
Taika,
Taika? You're on thin ice, Taika. First you start playing Hitler, and now you're gonna be in you're gonna start a DC movie. Like,
He's playing Hitler in Suicide Squad. I didn't.
I'm not gonna
realize
make
the
a joke.
connotation of that joke.
I'm not making a joke.
John Cena.
Ba ba ba.
I can't see him in this role.
Keep reading, Joseph. Before I throw, I am in throwing distance.
So the last two are harder names. So David Dest McCain. Dest McCain.
Yep.
Dest Melching. Something like that.
You speak in German?
I'm sorry, David.
Our apologies, David.
Joaquin Casio.
Joaquin?
It doesn't look like Joaquin.
It doesn't look like Joaquin. Hold on, where is this at?
It's
Is
not
this
the
at the...
It's not spelled the same as Joaquin.
Oh.
Yas Queen Phoenix.
Joaquin? Joaquin?
Yas Queen Phoenix.
Casino? We suck. We can't read.
Wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh, I almost
dog.
dropped my whole phone.
Just like slap the microphone off the freaking thing.
Yeah,
And die.
yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's an incredible cast.
It's a very large
Half
cast.
of them are going to die.
Oh, John Cena's going to get clapped.
I feel like Taika is also going to die.
No.
Because it's a cameo. I think.
He's playing Slipknot.
Also, they just started playing. He's playing Slipknot 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I push my fingers into my eyes.
That's fair.
Yeah. That was a reference.
It's just Slipknot. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew.
I caught it.
You caught it?
I don't know Slipknot very well, but I know that.
Did you catch Slipknot as he was falling after his head blew up?
No.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did. They left him hanging.
Rope did.
They left him hanging. One of their DC
That joke
news
was a real blast.
Oh, wow. It's a hoot and a half.
So, like,
Half
obviously, like, first of all, they've got a few people coming back, but I feel like this is a soft reboot.
I mean, yeah.
In the same way First Class was a soft reboot.
Yeah.
I think that's
same characters, different actors.
Yes.
But this is going to be interesting because they like Margot.
Same actors, but like even like it opened the same way as the original.
Yeah.
X-Men did.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's going to be something like that because they basically confirm if it was a sequel, it would be called Suicide Squad 2. That's what James Gunn said.
Yeah.
He said it is intentionally not called Suicide Squad 2 because it is not a sequel.
What's happening here is that they're doing kind of like what they did with God, I don't even know what the reference. I was going to reference.
Stupid tattoos off of Harley Quinn already. They look so dumb.
Half of this movie is them lasering off the tattoos.
Please.
And all these people die on accident trying to laser out. It's like Final Destination, but tattoo removal.
Oh.
Are we going to get Stan in there? I want Stan.
Stan?
You don't remember Eminem's song Stan?
Oh.
No, the guy who played Stan in the video. No, the guy who played Stan in the video was in the Final Destination movie.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So.
Hey, do you remember Venom?
God, adrenaline momentum. Venom.
I like hearing Eminem's impression of a car. Okay.
I've heard his impersonation of a chainsaw before in a couple of songs. That's the whole thing.
Yikes.
That's his whole bit.
Big yikes.
Yeah. Are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. We're back for good.
In the studio,
Yo, we back in the studio. Gonna drop some.
That got me crying in this booth.
Yeah.
You're killing me with it.
You're ruining my life.
Well, I like how we both went for the R. Kelly joke.
It's an easy joke to go for. Everyone does. You're ruining my life.
Yeah.
It's like, did he just become like a chihuahua for 5 seconds? You're ruining my life. Whoa.
He's hitting those high notes.
Oh, always.
Because he's in a low point in his career.
Yay.
High note for the low notes, baby.
Okay, so speaking of Harley Quinn, though, Birds of Prey poster looks like really weird. In case you were wondering what this movie was about, it's not about the Birds of Prey.
It is about Harley.
It's about Harley Quinn. It's not a Birds of Prey movie. It's a Harley Quinn movie featuring Birds of Prey.
Didn't they basically, like, replace Batgirl with Harley Quinn? Like, I mean... Look,
Well,
I get it.
Batgirl's
DC
not always in the Birds of Prey,
but,
but
like...
usually she is sometimes.
Yeah, but, like...
Well, typically
Margot
it's, like,
Robbie makes us a lot of money.
Wait, actually, no, Batgirl's in it.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is she in this?
Yeah, it's not Barbara Gordon. It's Cassandra Cain.
Cassandra Cain.
Yeah.
The second Batgirl?
Yeah, the one that's mute.
Oh.
Or at least was mute. I don't know if she still is mute in the comics, but I think she is.
Oh, word.
Yeah. the Asian Batgirl. And then also they've got Black Canary and Huntress.
Yeah. So. I'm gonna say this. I don't have high hopes for this movie.
I don't either. I did to begin with, and now I don't. Because McGregor I was like, yeah, and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that poster did nothing for me because it just looked like it was made for people to buy at Spencer's and Hot Topic.
Did you see the guy with like white hair and everything? Yeah. Did you know who that was?
Did you notice that Harley Quinn was in the poster twice?
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah. What was the point of that?
I don't know. But do you know who the guy with the white hair was?
No.
It's Victor Zsasz.
He has hair?
That's Victor Zsasz?
Why would... No, Zsasz is supposed to be, like, bald, dude. That's, like, his whole thing.
Well, I mean, he's had hair in the comics before, but, like...
His whole thing is, like, he's crazy. Like, no.
He's supposed to be carving numbers into himself the more he kills people.
I'd be more worried about having a Victor Zsasz movie than a Joker movie, to be honest.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Like, could you imagine?
Oh
like, you're just gonna have a bunch of kids listening.
Oh my gosh!
You're gonna have a bunch of kids acting like they're listening to My Chemical Romance.
Yikes!
So
I don't know. That really lowered my expectations for the movie.
Why was she in the poster twice?
I don't know.
Why
did they make?
Did you know Harley Quinn's in this movie?
Gosh, that.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna have a lot of fun listening to this.
I'm gonna have fun listening to this in my car.
Oh, I can tell. You're gonna blow out your speakers listening to this.
That's what's popping.
It's popping. Your speakers are.
What's popping?
I don't know. And none of them had their suits on, like the Batgirl suit, or the Black Canary, or Huntress.
Have you noticed that we never really get like an actual like good-looking Batgirl suit? The closest we got was Batman and Robin.
Oh.
And she pulled the mask off instantly. You know why the mask?
Money, toys.
Listen to mine and Chase's friggin' commentary on Batman and Robin. I'll plug all of it. I'll plug.
Bro, you plugging it in like a 25-foot stinger.
Hey, good film reference.
Yeah, I was gonna use that for what I am at the end. I gotta think of something else.
Goodness gracious. Okay. So yeah, we'll move on from there. I think the new continuity is starting because I really think those older movies are no longer
gone are the dark times.
Hopefully this is a good movie. Apparently it's rated R, maybe.
Look, I have no problem with DC making rated R movies. My problem is that you make a rated R movie that could have been PG-13.
If you're gonna go PG-13.
If you're gonna go R, you better go hard R for me.
If you're gonna do R, it would make more sense for Suicide Squad to be rated R.
Look,
because
when Beetlejuice has more F-bombs than your rated R movie, then you've got a problem.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, it seems to be rated R only just because, like, hey guys, we're adult on like Marvel.
Hey, we're
edgy. We're edgy, bro.
Look, DC, it's not the 2000s. DC, it's not the 2000s. You can stop acting out, okay? We understand. It's not a phase, all right? Whatever you gotta tell yourself to get it over with, but just
please.
Just stop.
Just stop.
Your audience is not a bunch of kids that shop at Hot Topic because they can't stop listening to their favorite vinyls.
PG-13 Batman Dark Knight. Like, that's a dark movie, but it's PG-13.
The Dark Knight was such a dark movie, but
PG-13.
But
they didn't need it to be R-rated.
I think that's the problem that DC has, that movie made them money, and I think they associated like more people wish they had
Yeah.
saw the Joker act out the jogger. Oh, I almost said the jogger.
Oh.
They want to see the Joker attack joggers.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
I don't know. I feel like
It's
this might
weird.
be a new continuity. I don't know about Birds of Prey. If it's good, they'll make it continuity, but if
Yeah.
it's bad, they won't. because
Yeah,
Warner
if
Brothers
it's
is really
bad, it's
playing it like
Elseworld. That's
Oh, yeah.
I wish that'd be what they did. I wish that they would make
Just
some Elseworld movies.
Make a beginning
because
title for Joker that's
do-
called DC Elseworlds.
Yes. Yeah, I don't. If you have to do it on the DVD, do it on the DVD. I don't care. Okay.
They could do
And
it by now.
make DC Elseworlds. You can tell whatever crappy stories you want, and if it's a crappy story and you lose money on it, well, guess what? It was Elseworlds, so now you haven't got to worry about making that crap into continuity. Batman v Superman.
Thank you. You beat me to it.
Yeah, I was about to say. I
appreciate
beat you
it.
to your one per
I
podcast.
appreciate it. It's my one per podcast. This
Yeah.
is my BVS crap.
Yeah,
So let's talk a little bit about Robert Pattinson's Batman.
I'm excited.
This is a reboot.
Yeah,
This is
100%.
100% a reboot.
Gosh,
Everyone's
yeah.
like, no, it's a
Squeaky chair.
prequel set in the 90s. Squeaky chair.
Set in the 90s? No, it can't be. Why
That's
was
what everyone said it was. It was going to be a prequel set in the 90s.
Why? Why in the 90s?
Because Robert Pattinson was going to be a young Ben Affleck, is what they were saying.
No.
Yep, that's what everyone
I
was
wish.
saying.
Look, Robert Pattinson has like the look to where I feel like they could make this work with Joker. If we're being honest,
They
they
could,
because
but I don't want them
They've
to.
said this is more detective based rather than a
Yes.
brawler, which I'm fine with that. Robert Pattinson's not really a brawler as is. I don't want to fight
I
him.
could see him as a
I could see him as a
I mean,
brawler.
I wouldn't see Christopher Bale. Wow.
Christopher Bale.
I meant to say Christian, but
Oh.
Christian Bale. Unlike atheist Bale. What do you call it when Batman skips church? Christian Bale?
Don't laugh at that. That's
Yeah, what do you call it when Batman goes to AA?
Hey, you know who saved Gotham City 3 times? Christian Bale. You know who didn't? Atheist Bale. Christians 1, atheist 0.
You didn't pick up on that joke I just made, did you?
I didn't
I
hear
said,
you.
what do you call it when Batman goes to AA?
Alcoholics Anonymous Bale. Who?
No, I'm not gonna.
I-
I'm just gonna say
I don't-
Batman v Superman, and that's where we're gonna leave it.
Oh, no!
I hope he's doing a
Poor
lot better
Bat.
now.
I
He's
think
doing
he
a lot
is.
better,
He
and I'm
does
happy
seem
for
to
him.
be kind of back on top
Yeah,
of things.
and
I'm really proud of
I
him.
can't wait to see him in some new movies.
Yeah, I
I
hope.
hope-
I
I hope
you
he
know,
does some
I
new
know. I
movies.
hope he. It sucks that
He was
that
having
Batman did
problems,
not
man.
work out with.
Yeah.
You know, because
He looked really good as
He really
Batman.
wanted to do.
He looked really good as
He
Batman
was
for
a
me.
great older Batman. I think he.
Yeah.
I think he would make an amazing Batman backer, you know, whenever he was a little bit younger, you know?
Yeah,
Because, like,
mid-
going for an older Batman just wasn't a
Mid
good idea.
2010s, he probably could have made it.
Yes.
Because 2003 Daredevil showed me he didn't have the. I don't think he had the body for it back then. Maybe he could have got it, but also
but I
it
don't
just
think he worked out. That was before
Yeah.
the time where everyone, like, worked out like mad
Yeah.
dogs for a movie.
yeah.
For like,
Yeah.
superhero movies. Now
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Are you sure about that? Because Chris Hemsworth straight up
All
wore a fat
right.
suit.
Well, I mean, he was ripped under that fat suit,
Yeah,
though.
that's
He
true.
was straight
he
jacked.
flexed and the fat suit would fall
Woo.
off.
Yikes.
He burns calories that fast.
He burns calories.
He burned the
wearing a
fake
fat suit.
calories.
He,
He burned the
just-
fat
it's
suit.
Just fake skin on him.
He
hung
flexed
up
in
now.
that fat suit just
it
vaporized.
exploded.
It vaporized.
Exploded.
He snapped his like his
He Thanos
calf
snapped away.
muscles.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. Friggin'. But yeah, the Batman's interesting because
Yeah.
they've obviously made it a new continuity
Mhm.
because Gordon isn't white anymore.
Yeah.
So
No, it's
for
just
those who don't know, Jeffrey Wright, who was in, he's been in Westworld, and he played like Beetle in Hunger Games. I think that was his name.
Maybe.
Beetle,
Maybe.
one of the crazy ones from the second one.
I never watched
Great
it.
actor, great actor. And he's going to be playing Uatu the Watcher in What If.
Yeah.
He's going to be voicing him.
Yeah.
Great voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing Commissioner Gordon,
I'm
which
fine with that.
obviously makes it a completely different continuity considering he's not J.K. Simmons.
I've seen a lot of people upset about that, and it's the same
I don't
people that
care.
always get upset about everything. I don't care as long as you got the acting ability to back up, you know what you're
It
doing.
doesn't matter.
I'm not expecting
There's
much from
nothing-
out of anyone
there's
that's
nothing
associated with
important
DC.
there's nothing about James Gordon that says like, oh, he can't be black.
Yeah, there's nothing tied to
It-
his race.
Yeah, it's like them making Heimdall black.
It doesn't matter.
Who cares?
Also, it was a character no one really cared about at the time was Heimdall.
Yeah, I mean, nobody said anything when
Yeah.
Heimdall was not white.
Yeah, we were just like when I was watching Thor, which by the way
I
I
never
hated
knew it.
watching Thor.
First Thor movie is fine. It's nowhere near as bad as Thor the Dark World. If the main complaint about your movie is someone's eyebrows are weird,
touch tilts.
it's fun.
The Portman.
Okay, Chase. No, but like,
Sorry,
I don't
just
know.
got
It's
possessed
like-
by the spirit of
The
Chase.
spirit of Chase.
I grew
You've been
7 inches
chased.
taller.
All of a sudden, your legs just spring out like Pennywise, and at the end of it one, where it's like,
Yeah. It's like when he comes from Georgie, just back in the
exactly. That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm fine with it.
I mean, yeah,
I don't care.
'cause it doesn't matter as
Yeah.
long as he's a good actor. It's like when they made Valkyrie black. There you go.
Yeah,
Because
no problem.
Valkyrie was white in the comics.
There's no problem
Who
with it.
cares? I mean, it's not like someone who's it's important what their race is. Like Black Panther played by an
Yeah.
Asian man. That would not work.
Or like a Asian man being played by a white.
Are you talking about the ancient one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That didn't really matter.
It didn't matter. It was just like a
It's
whatever.
not someone.
It'd be
whose
like if they
race is
made-
important.
It'd be like if they made like a I don't know, like Blue Beetle, like Jaime.
Jaime Reyes.
Yeah,
If they
if they-
made him white.
I was gonna say if they made him like white. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
just a
if you
different
made
race.
him African American, I mean, you could still
You could.
you could
but I
do a
feel
Miles
like
Morales type deal.
That would suck though, because like at the same
There's
time,
not enough
Jaime
representation.
Reyes is a
Yeah.
huge, awesome
that's like
Hispanic
a huge
character.
That's a huge part of his character
Yeah,
too. It'd be
and
like if
there's
they
not-
just
there's
took
not
Miles
really any-
Morales and they made him like, half Hawaiian or
I
something.
can't really think of
and took away, like,
any
half
hero
of
in the
his-
Marvel universe right now that's like Hispanic in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Ghost Rider.
Robbie,
'Cause
you're right, Robbie Reyes, and
Yeah.
he's getting his own show, so that's great.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I forgot to put it out in Marvel news, but we'll talk about it. Apparently, there's rumors that Kevin Feige wants to bring Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I heard
into-
that.
but maybe not Robbie.
Yeah, I mean,
you could have Johnny Blaze and Robbie Reyes alive.
isn't
at
there
the same
another
time.
one? Isn't there like a third one?
Danny Ketch. No one cares about.
Was
Danny
he the
Ketch.
cowboy?
No, though.
I want
That's
the cowboy.
that's
I want the cowboy. I
Carter
want the
Slade?
cowboy Pilgrim.
Carter Slade. I want to say.
Maybe I don't know. It's
Uh,
Sam Elliott.
Yeah,
It's basically it has to be Sam
You've seen
Elliott.
Agents of Shield.
Yeah.
You remember Hellfire?
Yeah.
The Australian dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the great grandson of Carter
Yeah.
Slade.
I
I didn't know. If
I
you know
want
that.
an old Ghost Rider movie.
That would be fun.
I want to
I think it would be cool if what they did with the Hulu show is that they do like season 1 is Robbie, and then like season 2 you could show Johnny Blaze how he
Yeah.
became it. Maybe he's telling the story.
Still played by Nick
and then,
Cage.
like, season 3 is Carter Slade Old West.
Still played
Wouldn't
by
that be
Sam Elliott.
incredible?
Sam Elliott was some of the best casting for that movie. Actually.
Yeah, and then he was only in it for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, it was the best part of the movie.
The Rider. Anyway.
I like that part where he's sewing up Nick Cage and they're both mumbling to the point you can't understand anything they're saying.
And there's,
That was a good Nick Cage mumble.
Thank you. I appreciate. We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
We're gonna set it on fire.
I don't remember what letter it starts with. Is A B C? Anyway.
EFG. I never misfiled anything. Not once, not one time. Johnny has his hand. Johnny has his bride.
Nicolas Cage is amazing.
What a beautiful,
What a
strange
beautiful
man.
Uh,
But Sam Elliott as the old Ghost Rider could still
so anyway,
work.
back to Batman.
Yeah, back to Batman, played by Sam Elliott.
Yes.
Dude, Commissioner Gordon as Sam Elliott would have been
that
really
would've been
good.
really good.
That would have been really good.
That would've been really
Sam Elliott
Well, Jonah Hill though.
as Commissioner Gordon. No, they want him as the villain. Since he got a little bit skinnier, I could see him as like a Riddler type, maybe.
Or he can
Kite
gain
Man.
weight again and be the penguin.
Kite Man.
Riddle me then.
Kite Man.
Well, Jonah Hill is a really good actor, even serious.
He could play
you know?
anything, really.
Absolutely. He could do basically whatever he wanted to. You remember there was that rumor that Harvey Dent was going to be played by Denzel Washington's son. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not. But
don't know.
like, we're gonna get a pretty cool cast.
We're gonna get a
you
pretty
know?
decent cast. I'm thinking they're gonna go a little bit more, or a little less mainstream, because we
Yeah.
in the movies we get kind of like the same villains, except for the Lego Batman movie, which gave us like
Like,
all of them.
Main
The
villain is the
condiment-
condiment king.
yeah, I was about to say the condiment
I want
king.
that. Jonah Hill as the condiment king.
Jonah Hill as Catman.
Oh, I would yes.
Yeah.
Well, I really hope they do make Aubrey Plaza Catwoman because that would be really good.
That would
Aubrey
be nice.
Plaza and Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson would
I
be
think-
great. I almost said De Niro.
I think
That's
the best
not right.
Catwoman we've had so far has legitimately been the one from Gotham. I'm not gonna lie. I think she did really
Anne
good.
Hathaway was great.
Anne Hathaway did
That was
good.
the best part of that movie.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say like.
What did you think of my performance? Shut up, Tom.
Tom Hardy, get out of here.
Tom, leave.
How'd you get in here?
Hold on. I gotta get the jar.
Oh dear God, he's getting the jar, guys.
When your podcast is ashes, then you have my permission to upload. Thank you, Tom, for coming in. Anytime. Have me on all the time. I'm in between jobs with Venom.
I was gonna say, how's Venom going, Tom?
Oh, it's terrible. I met this kid named Tom Hardy.
Did you meet
Holland is what I meant to
Tom
say.
Hardy? You met
I
yourself?
suck.
Like Legends?
Yes.
That was a good movie.
Like Legends.
That was a good movie.
A movie that Joe has no idea what you're talking
Tom,
about.
you don't remember Tom Hardy? The movie where you played both of the Cray brothers?
I remember, but Joseph doesn't.
Joseph?
Yes.
Okay, well, Joe, hey, since you don't remember... Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Tom.
What do you have to say, Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin?
I never saw it coming.
Anyway.
Tom Hardy played both of the Cray brothers.
We're going back to that. Okay, so Jonah Hill, I can see him playing just about anything because he's really good.
Yeah, he was great.
He's a great actor.
He's really good at directing too.
Yeah.
He actually
what was it, mid-90s or whatever?
mid-90s or the
I
90s.
haven't
I think
seen
it was just called 90s, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I
never saw
I
it.
watched it on Netflix. It was really good.
Oh, is it still on Netflix?
It should. I think it's still on Netflix.
Maybe I'll watch it.
Thank you for that horrendous face. God, I wish I had filmed this.
It's only an audio-only podcast.
It's fun. They could that expression you made definitely came through on audio. It's in the waveform.
It's one of those things where
it's in
like
the spectrogram
impressed on their brain.
It's
that's terrifying.
It's in the spectrogram. It's just that face.
Sounds like something that would be an Insidious or something.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh.
Jonah Hill. We were talking about.
Right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, no, I think he could play just about anyone he wanted to. So anyone they cast him as.
Jonah Hill's Catwoman?
I'm down. Yes.
Do
Jonah
I need
Hill and
skin tight
skin-tight
vinyl and a whip?
Yay.
Yeah.
Skin tight.
What if he's
vinyl
playing
and a-
Alfred? Robin.
Michael Cera for Robin.
Yo, that's actually not bad.
Well, he played Robin in Lego Batman.
Yeah, but I want him as actual. I want to see
I
Michael
feel like
Cera.
him and Robert Pattinson are
wanna
probably
see-
the same age.
I want to see Michael Cera and some skin tight vinyl and a whip.
Everyone's wearing skin tight leather and with a whip except for Catwoman.
Catwoman's just
I feel
wearing
like- I think
3 layers
you're
of
gonna
clothing.
get more of a crime focus.
A noir-ish.
More of like a Batman Begins-y, which is the best.
Beginsy?
It's
Ben McKenzie's in this movie?
I hate you. Yeah, and he doesn't have the mustache still.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I hate you. Can we please keep
I
going?
want my underwear back.
Robert Pattinson in underwear. I demand it. Robert Pattinson as Batman in underwear. Chris is vaping again.
Did you never see Twilight? You probably saw it.
No, I never saw it.
I'm sure that there's scenes of Robert
Do I need to
Pattinson
add
in
that to the
underwear.
list of movies I need to
No,
see?
no.
Twilight.
No, stay away from that movie. My father and my sister love that
entire
movie.
quadrilogy.
I can't watch Twilight.
Right, okay, so last bits of news is just some TV stuff that I'm interested. One's good, one's I'm not. No, thank you. Tom Welling is back as Superman in the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I'm excited.
Heck yeah, dog.
What's poppin'?
Heck yeah.
What's poppin',
Tom
Tom?
Welling's popping.
He's CGI suiting it up.
Oh, no.
Oh
Henry Cavill in it, and so he can see 3 other Supermen that are actually good and
I wish-
realize what a crap
I
Superman
wish that-
he is.
Henry Cavill was...
It's not Henry Cavill's fault.
It was the murderer of your
Zack
wife. Joe.
Snyder's. He killed my wife.
At least 3 of them.
I like how I can usually see when
Yeah.
you move your mouth,
Yeah.
because you know the joke I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
So as soon as I said he killed my wife, I saw your mouth miming. Killed your wife.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
He killed at least 3 of them. At least 3 of the wives. Maybe a 4th. We don't know yet. I don't want to throw around
Zack
slander.
Snyder killed 1.
I don't want to see slander.
Armie Hammer killed the second one, but the other, what was the other 16?
Did you lose track? You need to start doing the Zaz count.
Oh no!
Does it keep track?
Who says that?
I doesn't already.
Ooh, word.
Exactly.
Bum, 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 bum,
Stop.
When you were a young boy, your father took you into the city.
I was a young boy.
My wife's all left me for Ben Affleck to join the DCEU.
Was my wife, like Jennifer Lopez, left me for Ben Affleck?
Did he date-
Oh wait, they
that
got
wa-
divorced. I'm sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to.
I have a question. Serious question.
Him and Jennifer.
I have a-
No, not Aniston.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was George Lopez and Jennifer Lopez a couple?
No.
I had this epiphany
I'm
about waking up
quite
at like,
Sure, they're not.
I woke up at like 10 o'clock watching Nickelodeon. There'd be, oh, my friends, the low rider. Doom, 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 doom.
Yo,
Do,
it's
do,
just
do, do.
Jenny from the block. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah,
Apparently
I mean,
Hustlers
the
is a good movie.
Lopez show, the George Lopez show. And
I remember.
I still to this day have no idea why George Lopez was famous, because I don't.
He's not very funny.
Was he a comedian?
He was.
Was. Now he's a light
He's
bulb
not
man.
in anything anymore.
Now he's a light bulb man.
Except for remakes of Shark
He's a
Boy and Lava
he's a
Girl.
light bulb man.
Mr. Electric.
I'm electric. Wookie wookie wookie. All right. Is there anything else for this TV
yeah,
shows?
last bit of news here, and then we can finish out the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Arrow spinoff on the way.
Oh, imagine another spin-off of Arrow.
Starring Oliver Queen's daughter.
No.
I don't want it.
Imagine
away.
another
Go
Arrow
away. Go
spin-off.
away. Go away. Go away. Let Arrow die. It already did die, but you're dragging its corpse around.
Let Oliver die.
Please.
Just
Let
stop
it happen. Just
Look, CW, quit.
Just let it happen.
Quit.
Oliver Queen doesn't have a daughter. Oh, wait, he does in the movie. Or the shows.
Olicity.
Guys, thanks so much for listening to the podcast. We're ending it there because Chris brought up cancer. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed, please go ahead and subscribe and rate the highest you can on whatever platform you're on, whether it's liking, hearting, rating it 5 stars, whatever you do. Guys,
Mailing
you
a
can find
picture
our-
of them.
Yeah. Send us pictures of thumbs up. Do it.
Or 5 stars.
J-
Just not on GTA.
DM me on Instagram, on Heroic Power ENT on Instagram, a picture of a thumbs up. Thank you.
Guys, you can find the podcast in all of these amazing places, such as YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, new on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn, and there's one more that I am not remembering.
YouTube?
I
You say YouTube?
thought I already said YouTube.
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Well, I mean, if I missed any, you can check in the description down below. Yeah. It will be right there. Thank you so much for listening. I slipped into my Obama voice for some reason. I don't know why. I said a word Obama-y, and then
What's Obama's last name?
Netflix. Obama Netflix.
I don't know why it's so funny.
It was trending on Twitter, and it became a meme for like a
Oh yeah, because he has
second.
a show on Netflix.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I dropped my mic.
You didn't drop it. You just were stupid.
It's poppin'.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Seriously, for Rogue Power Entertainment, I'm Joseph Gallion.
And we're in the studio, baby. I'm depressed.
Say bye.